so obnoxious right now, man. Bummer. Let's see, blue, green, odd. Is green and odd. A lot of crits. 5-second round. We'll take. We get some good points on occasion. Ooh, starting with 3. Okay, I'll take that. Red, yellow, even. Give this a decent chance. Well, that's sucky. This one's gonna take a minute. Get him lower. 2. Oh, give me the greens. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. That's 2,400 points right there. Let's go. See, it's green over, right? Oh, you love to see it though. Faction reaction. Let's go. Burned so many refills, man. Do have the low pair. We also have the high sequential, but we'll go for the we'll keep the low stuff. Red, yellow, even. Let's see what happens. I think I might use like one more refill. Jeez, dude. Bro. Golly, dude. Holy crap. That was a whole lot of bad. I don't know how it was a high crit rate, but like still. That was rough. 3, so I'm gonna get rid of the sequentials for the chance of getting more 3s. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Dang. I still don't want to get rid of the pair. Go for the flush. I'll take 2. Flushes are good, but blue, green, odd. don't understand that. Like, they hit in and, like, dash back so quickly. It just, I don't understand that. Happens with Ghost, too. Like, you can, like, phase at the start, but they can somehow strike and back off faster than you can do a hit in. Like, it makes no sense. I got rid of our pair, too. Bummer. Well, this one's not going to be good. Let's see, it was blue, yellow over. If we don't get at least one more blue, we're screwed. This goes so dang fast, man. Dang. Well, that's royally sucked. 30 energy for 30 points. Woohoo! It's only my second time getting the lowest one. Let's see, it's red, yellow, even. Garbage. Didn't pan out. Sometimes it doesn't in poker. But if I was only going to get 10, like, it would have been nice to only spend the 10 energy instead of 30. Alright, we got a starting pair. We also have partway to a flush. Sucks to get rid of a pair for the flush. But the three of a kind's better. Well, almost as good as the flush, but it's hard to get a flush. And at least with the pair, that's like the worst case scenario, is you at least get 50, whereas if you go for the flush and don't get it, blue, green on. That's gonna be up to you, man. Like, it's hard to say, like, how high it would be necessary to go to actually, because you have to be in at least top 50% to get anything. And each week is like ranked individually, and then all three ranks, like, you get a points depending on how high you are each week, and that gives you like basically a token each week, and then the sum of all your tokens after 3 weeks is then an additional like final ranked rank, for like the high evolutionary and stuff. So it's really weird. This whole setup is a little wonky. Oh, dang, we would have had three of a kind, but that is at least 2 pairs, so now we can try and get another matching. Which there's only one more 3 now, but there is the chance. So bare minimum we get like almost 1,000 points. So red, green, under. Not too shabby. So up to you. It uses a lot of energy. If you have the energy to burn, like, it wouldn't hurt to, you know, play at least some. It just, I don't know. The like I was saying though, the novelty wears off rather quickly because it's brand new. There's no telling like how high these scores are going to wind up going. How many people are actually going to be pushing? Like, I've already gone through like 7 refills. Can we get a full house? Nope. We got one more chance at a full house. Red and yellow even, we don't have those. We at least have an even. I don't even have an even. Lovely. I don't have red, yellow, or an even card. it just, like I said, it burns through very quickly. And you want to, like, because each week is ranked individually, like, you don't want to burn all of your availability in any given week. Because that's not going to do you that much good. Like, I don't know. It's just the way it's set up is weird. 3 or 9. There's 2 9s left and 1 3 left in the deck. Didn't get it. Okay. Still, that's 975 points. Pretty good. Red, green, under. That we do have. So I don't know. So I think I'll probably give it the first week, see where points kind of land. Kind of go from there. Because it's just kind of weird, man. Wow, starting with 3 of a kind? Yes, please. Let's go for the 4 of a kind. Blue, yellow, over. Like, sometimes you just get a lucky starting bit. Like that. I mean, that's guaranteeing me like a good chunk of points. If we get the last 2, then we're golden. Oh, didn't get it. Blue, green, odd. So, like, we're probably not going to get more points, but we're going for the max points because it actually does no harm. Ouch. Like, that's minimum points. Like, I can't do worse than that now because I have the 3 of a kind. Let's see. Go for it. Let's see, and it was blue, yellow, over. So, getting like almost 1,300 points minimum. It's pretty nice. And it's nice when you have like these fights go quickly. Come on, give me the last 2. Get a 4 of a kind. Dang, we had the 5 too. That's a bummer. So I could have had more points if I'd done that a little differently, but alright, red, green, under. Solid points though, either way. And it, like I said, it goes so fast too. Like, and I don't see it as being like a particularly interesting thing, maybe to watch. So I'll do like one more refill worth just to, you know, showing it off like at first, I guess, to get the swing of it going, like isn't too bad. So we'll do one more refill here. But Then I'm just gonna finish up some arena and call it a day because I only have like an hour and a bit left anyway. So we got 2 10s. We also have a 10 11. It sucks to if that 10 wasn't there. Yeah, I really don't want to get rid of the pair because that's guaranteeing me at least the 50. Or if we go for more points, there's a chance we miss out. So let's keep the pair. Potential is lower for points, but let's see. Green blue odd. See, Falcon's not poison immune, right? Good. We can get 3 of a kind, hopefully. Nope. Blue green odd. Yeah. And using 30 energy at a time, like I said, it goes really fast. But I always, if it didn't have that, I kind of wish it didn't. Yeah, it's just like I said, worst case scenario, we get the pair. It's just kind of sucky. Let's see, it was blue yellow over. No, we got the over at least. And class advantage. Basically, if we don't get the 10 or just like a random pair, like we're just only gonna get the 50 points. Yeah. Bummer. Blue, yellow over. Blue, yellow. Yeah, this works. Bummer. Crappy points for 30 energy. Yeah, in this scenario, like if I'm only gonna get that many, it's better if it was not tripled and costing me extra. But you never know. You want to get the tripling when you have like a good score, because then it's tripled. Because yeah, Mega Raid United Hicks. How did Vega fare? Ooh, see now this one's a better start. Red, yellow, even. But welcome, man. How we doing? Moxie Jane. Welcome, everybody. A lot of people wanting to stream the new mode, which is nice. But like I said, it loses the novelty, I think, really quickly. I mean, it's all right. Like, it's, I don't know. It's... There we go. At least we got the odd one out. So we can get the full flush. Blue-green odd. I don't think we have blue or green. So we'll see if we can at least have an odd. Yep, we got odd. So let's just do severe. Virgo Energy, welcome, man. Well, thank you, Vega. I'm sure he might pop in here for a quick second. I mean, bare minimum, at least we get the 300, which is nice. I've gotten the full flush twice now. Let's see, red, green, under. Last try. Truth 2, dude, what's up, guys? Can we get the flush? We got the flush! Let's go! Oh, you love to see it. Yeah, it's poker is what it is. That's exactly what it is. Truth was good, man. Zeki, Afo, Michael, everybody, welcome, welcome. And everybody raided me at once. Oh, dude, I thought I went so early there. I can't believe I still got the dex on that. Yeah, I got a little lucky on the flush. I mean, that literally more than doubled the points I get. Jume, that's good. So we're over 20,000 now. We got some good chunks, but we've also used a lot of energy. And I've only been playing this for, it's like 2 hours. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It just doesn't. Oh yeah. Was I gonna? We'll use another one. How much energy do I have? I need like a small energy worth. I don't know. It goes so fast. What's up, Sefasti? Where did you wind up finishing up at? I don't know. I want to see like where things kind of sit after this first week. Like I'll go like decently and like just kind of see what the 29K. Dang, you must have gotten some good ones too. Like a lot of them. I've used a lot of energy already. I think I had like 15, right? So I've used like 8 refills. You've had to have probably used at least that as much. That was at least my 3rd time getting the flush. The first time wasn't on the multiplier though. $12 refills, yeah. I've used like 8. Got a couple straights though. Yeah, I haven't gotten any straights. It's hard to like go for a straight. The faction reaction for the flushes, yeah, that's I've gotten that, which is better than a straight. I've not gotten a straight yet. Flush is better though. Because the problem with like going for a straight is if you don't get it, unless you happen to get lucky and get a pair, well then you get only 10 points, which feels bad for 30 energy. I think I got a 2-pair once, 3 of a kind I've gotten. I haven't gotten a full house yet. Yeah. I still haven't gotten a 4 of a kind, which would have been nice. Blair, yo. So I've gotten a few of those. I've gotten the odd one out several times because it's like it's a nice like miss on getting a flush. Fourth echelon is like a nice miss on like trying to go for a straight. I guess what's that one for? And then a single pair just, I don't know, sucks for points too. So like the 2 bottom ones just kind of suck. But it's really easy to like go for something, and unless you have like the 4, if you're needing one more and you don't get it, you're left with nothing, and then yeah, it just kind of sucks. Got a full house twice? Jeez. See, I don't want to though. Like, I don't want to buy refills to play it. And I've been mentioning, if you didn't notice, say, each week is ranked separately for like tokens, and then the tokens add up across 3 weeks, and whoever has the most tokens is the final rank for like the evolutionary and stuff. So you could like go really hard one week, and that'll get like you the tokens for that week. But if you like can't play the other 2 weeks, like you're not gonna get the evolutionary, like because each week is separate, which is weird in a way. Like I don't know why they did it that way. It doesn't really make sense to split it up. I know personally, the novelty of it, like because of how quickly it goes and how just fast you can throw away energy, the novelty of it it kind of goes really quickly. I don't like it for the feel of a side quest, and because it's brand new. Like, the rank rewards are cool, but because we don't have like a feel for like where things will land because it's unknown, it just, whereas like other things that have ranks, like they have established, like even like arena, like I mean that can go basically indefinitely, but like things are pretty established. Like you can say for any given even new champion, like okay, if you want the 6-star, you can do this much and you'll get it. Yeah. Which you're not like, it's a grind that you're not even like, it's a more costly grind, I'd say. I mean, even the people that did I mean, yeah, I guess people spent units on like 6-star grinds to get up these like hundreds of millions of points too. But even then, it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. I don't know. I'll do one more when I get or no, I have it right now. So let's do one more, and then I've got like an hour. I can just kind of hang out a little bit. So we got a pair. And again, going from just a single pair just doesn't like feel great. But like a bare minimum, I've only gotten the 10 twice. My fault, because like I ruined having a pair once trying to go for something else and wound up with only getting 10. So I've gotten 10 twice. Red, yellow, even. I don't know. You find it interesting to like go through? I mean, it's essentially poker with like an extra step of doing of a fight in between each. I say red, yellow, even. And it's, I don't know. It's, don't like me anymore. What? Entrasis? What? That's harsh, I think. But it doesn't feel like side quest. And if this took the place of like a battleground season instead, so we didn't have like 2 separate things to like compete for time and energy, I think it would feel better. Like but I don't know. See, now we have 3 yellows. But to go for, I'd have to ruin the pair. And if we didn't get at least 1 yellow, we're kind of screwed out. We're gonna do it anyway. Red, green, under. Yeah, I mean, like the fights don't matter. They're completely inconsequential. Red green. Yeah, and I do like Battlegrounds more. I'm just saying, like, I was just throwing that out there as like an example. Yeah, I think we're just kind of shafted. Green and odd. Class disadvantage, but yeah, we'll take the odd and class advantage. Yeah, I'm curious, like the overall community sentiment from it. I think because for your average player, I don't think it's great, and there's only gonna be so many people that can compete for like anything of decent value. Like it is fast. Like it's better than just like if you just wanted the Mysterium, do that, and that would be faster probably than maybe doing just like a normal quest for the Mysterium, the way they've been setting it up. But it would cost you more energy than what the normal quest that gives you the Mysterium costs. So even though it'd be faster, you're using more energy, which I don't think is a good trade-off. I'd rather use less energy and spend like a few extra minutes to do it, so that the energy being used somewhere else, like, and I can get units for in the other EQ. You know, I don't know. It's not a good trade-off. All right, do we get lucky and get a yellow, or are we shafted and stuck with only 10 points again? We got a yellow! Let's go! Hallelujah. We actually ended up getting a pair, so we wouldn't have been only at 10, but still. Blue, yellow, and over. Cool. Gamble paid off! Gamble paid off. It doesn't always. That could have been way worse. So we're finishing at 24,000 for now. Yeah, I don't know, like, that cost a lot of energy to do, man. Like, it goes fast. Like, I'd rather play Battlegrounds with my energy. I feel like that has more value. I don't know. Like, I'm very curious to like maybe like give it a couple days and see what like the community. But I feel like for me it's a miss. The novelty of it wears off really quickly. The Realm event, I love the Realm event. That's like, it's not related to this at all, but the Realm event is fantastic. This has been absolutely awesome. I clicked on the wrong thing. Like the Summoners Fest, this is fantastic. There's so much just good stuff in here. Crap ton of 7-star shards. I've opened up like 5 7-stars because of this. I just opened up 3 today. I don't know why I didn't claim this one. No, because it didn't have a 7-star, that's why. Bunch of Sig Stones. It's been 30 7-star Sig Stones so far that we've made it to. Oh, that's why, because we hadn't reached that one yet. So that one's new. So Summoner Voice Chant rework. So we get that guaranteed. So we've hit 9 billion. I need more points for, I can't zoom in. So the next bunch is just like a crap load of loyalty. For whatever reason, like there's an extra 0 on these next 9, which makes no dang sense, but whatever. Wait, what is this? Oh yeah, this is okay. I don't know. This is like, Okay. Like, it's weird seeing those both there and on the in the side quest area, so it throws me off. How are we doing? Did Willie come in and start? Okay, so this fight's almost done. Fantastic. Okay, I can finish off Ma. I think. Is he below 24%? He is in fact. Okay, so we've got 2 left. Sweet. We can finish off Ma. As long as we don't botch it again. What's up, Hines? Finish off the Ma's. Yeah, it's on 18%. So that's nice. Come on. Okay, that was not great. Alright, I need you to throw your special, bro. You throw a special. Yeah. Golly, that was a really bad start to do this. We'll get a few % off here, but there we go. Thankfully, the vigilance lasted just long enough. Dude, can you like... Dude! Oh my gosh. At least he's under... has less than 12% left. Dude, that was such bad AI, man. Unbelievable. Absolutely abysmal AI on this fight, dude. Yeah. Okay. Let's just finish him off without losing too terribly much health. Dude, like... Such uncooperative AI. This has been slightly better, but... I don't think you can just do the last 6%. Yeah, no, we have to. Dude, bro. Suck. I don't know why I'm not like getting that dex. I really don't. It's right there, man. Yeah, we've used all the free ones. Like, he's got so much left, though. I can't, like, ramp good enough with the health I've got. I'll just die. Well, that sucks. Ugh, you just... It should have been easy. I had 18% left, and I had 2 revives. Like, it should have been a piece of cake. But it was a special 2 both times that clipped me. So dumb, dude. He just like, not wanting to throw a special 1. Oh, is that why? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. I'm like, that's why I wasn't getting it. It's no wonder, man. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. So that was my fault then. Great. Great. Lovely. Thank you. That makes sense. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick and then I want to finish up the here. Just a little bit. Hang on. Let's see, I also did, these are, yeah, these are first. Yeah, it's just those. I was out of it last night, so I couldn't finish these off. Ugh. Too shabby. Oh, and Trent, I missed your extra comments there. Yeah, no, I mean it is like it's not. I mean, so long as you've hit the GC before, it's 27. Well, it's 27 wins straight. but you know, it's not that hard. I mean, that's less than 5 a day if you're only winning, and even with some losses, it's still less than 5 a day. If it takes you like 40 matches, I mean, to do it, 5 a day isn't enough, but 5 a day is like hardly anything. But yeah, got a haircut. I don't know how I, like, just the way it moves, like, I just didn't even notice that in the chat. It's weird. I don't know how that sometimes happens, like, just my vision goes like to the bottom, and I just miss things. I don't know, it's weird. That was convenient. Convenient. Don't need to go that high. I need to go like, you know, 14 mil and it's fine. Doesn't take that many. It's less than 10 matches because I only need 2 million points. So that's like, I mean, at 300 and a bit, like 7 matches. It's like seven matches. So at 43, like we're done. As long as we don't lose any fights. Beautiful. Ouchie, mama. Oh man. But so yeah, I mean, yeah, it might take a couple days to really have people give their feelings. I'm gonna be definitely watching a bunch of videos on like people's thoughts and feelings about it, for sure. The setup is just like, I don't like hate it per se. It's just the way it's set up. I don't like it, you know. I wish like this post in itself like had like comments on it. What the heck? Oh no, it's what the heck, bruh. And I hate the forums. The forums friggin' suck to navigate, to like trying to find what anything you're looking for. It's very obnoxious. I hate the MCC forums. Okay, so there's a few down here about the new game mode. New game mode's great! Oh, that's facetiously, yeah, this was like, yeah, working on it. It's, there, yada yada. let's see, this might not be the thread for, because this is like more of the complaints about the very initial finished force recruitment. It's only got a couple of comments. This may have been like just before it went live. Yeah, that was before it went live. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just barely finished this morning though the incursion run I was in from the other day. Like I finished through the 25th room with 15 minutes to spare. Let's see here. English only, please, my friend. I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna get to translate. But hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, so Legends in the new mode. Apparently it's in the like you get the title if you get the team set up in a particular way. You get that as one of the titles. It's a legendary title. I'm not sure if that's like the legend badge kind of title. Seems like it might be. Ouch, your mama. So fast. But yeah, those titles and the like objectives, like you get, there's a different objective for like getting every different possible variation of points. Odds are like people aren't going to get all of them. Like somebody's going to get all of them just because there's so many people playing. But getting a royal flush, basically most people are never going to get. It's going to happen. People are going to get it. And it's worth so many points. Anybody that does get it is like such a high point value in one go. That one's always like later than I'm ready for it to happen. Ugh. Yeah, I don't really need the cheat sheet open anymore. I understand the kind of things. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I'll just close it. Yeah, you got the, wait, is that a straight? Hold on. Oh, 4 of a kind. Hot dang. It's a shame it wasn't on the multiplier. I have yet to get the 4 of a kind. Let's see. These are all terrible matchups. Okay. Like I said, it'll go pretty quickly. It'll go quickly. Yeah, this is
fine because we're incinerate immune, so if you throw a special one, it doesn't matter. I swiped, I didn't release block. I dexed. Okay, that one I missed the parry. Let's see. It's a walkthrough. Fantastic Four. Oh, there's a new lore corner one. I'll have to watch that. Yeah, he finished it. Game mode, first look. We'll be getting like videos and stuff on people's thoughts and feelings about it before too long. Like, I like that it's like novel and new. It's just its implementation is a little wonky, I think. I don't know. It's very un-MCOC feeling in design, if that makes sense. It's like I said, it's basically poker with an inconsequential like 10-second fight in between like your ability to swap things out in order to make a hand. A poker hand, and it just like, and poker is fun to watch, like watching a table and you like seeing, you know, and playing just straight poker and like having that. Poker is like bluffing and reading people and knowing when to, you know, do your things. Like poker's fun. It's like, I don't know. It's all the unfun things of, or most. I don't know. It's just, it's boring poker. It's poker with yourself. That I don't know. It's like worse than playing solo solitaire, which. Solitaire can be fun for a couple games, like sure, it's like, that's a solo game, but like, this is that times 1,000 times for, you know, hours straight, and it's like, that's not how to enjoy what this is, you know? Like it forces you into that based on the design. Whereas, like Battlegrounds is very different in that. Turf? Turf, is that Zode? What the heck did you do? That is, yeah, this is Wawa, yeah. Why did you change your name? Ha! That's funny. I have the auto translate on. Or no, never mind. It says turf because I have the. Never mind. That was not you. It's my fault because I have translate on show original. There we go. It changed Zode to turf with translate on. So I was like, it didn't register until I saw Seifassi's name, and it translated to all caps, mind you, to Page, Page, all caps. So that's my bad. But yeah, I had to translate on because of the Poppy's message, and it just auto translates everything.
out because I lost my phone. It does. It's not displayed as a number. It's the ace. It's a 1. It's a 114. You think of all the numbers as a deck of cards. You have your normal like 2 through 10. 11, 12, 13 are Jack, Queen, King, and the ISO thing is the ace, a 1, or 14 is how it equates. So it's just showing up as the symbol. So like an ace is a 1 or 13, but in this or 1 or 11 usual, but like in terms of sequentiality, it's above a king. So it'd be like a 14 since it's not labeled that way. If that makes sense. So it has a number. It's just its number is 1 or 14. Like it wasn't like a blatantly obvious at first, but it's literally just poker. Which makes it a lot easier to understand, and like I literally you don't need the cheat sheet anymore once you grasp that. Because it seems it's not as intuitive, because like we're used to seeing poker as like suits and ace and but that's what this is. There's 4 suits, 13 of each, and the points scales is literally just your various poker hands you can have. So it's exactly how it works. Which they didn't like explicitly like call it out like that when they did the stream, like the way the points system and like the way the cards let up, which I feel like they should have. Like that would have simplified it for a lot more people very quickly. It's literally just poker. I don't think that correlation like came up during the stream. I'd have to double check, but like I don't remember it being like talked about that way. They didn't like relate it to cards. They're like, oh, it's a team that you're trying to build, and it's like it's not as obvious until you make the connection what it all means. Yep. That's all it is, Abby-Down. I am like so off my game right now. Whoops. Whoops a little. That's the fight I meant to do that for. And you're dead. Yeah, I didn't make the connection right away. It took me a few matches before I realized like it's literally just poker. Like it wasn't like in your face obvious because of the way it's set up and like because you're trying to like relate it to like it's MCOC. It's gotta like have some kind of like different sort of relations to it, and it's not unique at all in that. It's novel to MCOC, but like the way it's like set up it's not unique really. Yeah, an expert at poker, huh? Should do really really well then, huh? But it's like the thing is like it's poker hands. It's not really poker, because poker is like you're playing people, not just cards. This one's basically just the cards and trying to just spam hands as much as possible to get a sum total of hand value, which is not poker at all. So it's, I don't know, it's like I thought it was gonna be cool the way it was like set up, and then but once I realized what it was, and like it fell off really quickly. Yeah, exactly. You're playing people, like you have chips and you're trying to win all the chips, you know, across, you know, a table. Like it's so you play strategically in that sense. Whereas this one's just like you have your anti-cost of energy, but winning points is separate. Like you have like two separate chips. Like your ante is like just a cost to play, but then you're not winning chips back that you could ante up more with. You're just getting points value, and you want as many points as possible. And there's an unlimited number of points. There's no set amount that are possible to get. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's like it's cool for a few to like see what you can do, but with the cost, like if it didn't like have you be able to have like a 3x way of doing it, and you could just literally burn through energy so quickly, I think it would have been better if it was just like 10 energy and you could just play more. It would obviously take you longer, but then it's like you could enjoy it for more of what it is. But like you could burn through, I mean, you basically have to pop a refill after every 2 matches, and then every 3 refills you get a 3rd match in, you know, before you have to pop another one after every 2, you know. So it's like gaming reels, I mean, it would take you playing a lot and because it's brand new, there's no way to tell like how intense it's gonna be, and each week is ranked separately. So you could go like insanely hard week 1 and you get maybe 1st place
in week 1, tokens wise, you get the tokens for that week. But if you didn't play the other 2 weeks, you're not getting more tokens. You're not going to rank highly enough over the total 3 weeks. So it's just the way it's set up is weird. It's like you have to play each 3 weeks, but like how much you can't like go all in on 1 week or what have you. So it's like, I don't know. It's going to be impossible to say how it goes, you know. I don't need to do any more here. 80k. Oh, not even close. I'm already at like 24. I played 2 hours. 80k is not even going to be remotely close enough. There have been people that play at least 8 hours. I mean, for like higher spots, but I mean, there's gonna be people that play 8 hours a day of it. Maybe. I mean, it's kind of boring to want to try and do it for that long a period of time. Frankly, but yeah. And because it's brand new, like I said, there's no way of like even guessing what the scores could possibly look like. Whereas like Battlegrounds stuff, you can like, there's enough prior data, like with, you know, like when there was like the solo event, like you could put up this in the solo, like you'd know where you were gonna place more or less, or like, give or take, you know, a few. But because this is brand new, and this is always the case with a brand new thing, especially for ranked rewards. I mean, even Banquet, like you can pretty confidently, it's a high number, but like you can pretty confidently say, you know, you can get in the top spots with, you know, an X amount of money, because like people spend about those amounts of money, and there's only not that many people that do those amounts of money. So like you put up that amount of money, you're gonna get those top spots. You mean refills? Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, like, because you can burn through refills so quickly. Like, say said he used 12. I used 8 in 2 hours, and that was like, I think only one of the matches like I went to the boss early. Like if you get a good like first hand or like get what you're after in like only one mid fight, like it'll go even faster. But otherwise I was doing, you know, four fights every time. I think I think I did it after like 1 refresh, or maybe 2. So I did like 2 or 3 fights for the 1, but otherwise I was doing all 4. But the fights are fast. They do not take very long. So you can do a hand, you know, in less than 5 minutes, you know, which is substantially faster than Battlegrounds. And you can use twice as much energy per amount. So you're just burning refills in no time flat. Alright, you two. And I've said it before, like the way it's set up, Kabam's gonna have to be on top of it, keeping an eye on it, because it seems very like bottable for the people that like know how to do that sort of thing, which is like cheating. Obviously, it's against the terms of service, and it's just scummy, you know. But yeah, so here we'll start with a few 7 stars. So they'll have to make sure, like, and they'll have to do that because each week is ranked like separately. They'll have to like be on top of that every week too.
No, I'm playing on my phone. I mean, I'm at my computer, like, like my phone's connected to my computer, so I'm streaming through my computer, but I'm not playing on the computer. Yeah, I feel like it's probably worth doing at least one re-roll. I mean, because you can roll up to all 5 of your things. Like if it's not like anything worth of any value, you could just like refresh all 5, get a brand new hand, and like but yeah, I mean, if you're willing to just spend all day and like don't care how much it costs, like yeah, you might as well just spam that, and you'll probably maybe. I mean, it's just, the odds of you getting just on an initial thing without like redoing the cards of getting anything of enough value to make that be faster is actually pretty low. You're just like spamming through, like even if you're like, oh, you got a pair, well that's only 50 points. You do that, you know, you do that 5 times, and that takes you, if you go through like 2 minutes, you do that 5 times. That's 250 points, and it took you 10 minutes. Whereas like if I can go in like 4 minutes, do 1 match, and so less than half the time, and get triple that many points. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually like better time to try and get more points than just taking like base, you know. Unless the base is high enough, then it's like, okay, yeah, 300 whatever points, good enough, move on, get another one. But if it's like only the 10 or the 50, like you're wasting time not like just accepting that right off the bat. So, but that's just how it be. It do be like that. Ooh. Beautiful. Yeah, one pair. Yeah, 275 or the 300 or whatever. But the 50 is and obviously the 10 is just so low because you have to go through the boss. Unless I haven't tried it, but it might just like let you say screw it, quit without even going to the boss to get any points and just restarting without doing any fights. I'm not sure. That doesn't make sense either. Like if you've got nothing you like, just do a fight. Take less time doing the fight than trying to back out and go back in and get a whole new set anyway, because the fights are so short. Like of all the hands I did, I think I got 50 like 2 or 3 times, and the 10 like twice. I think I got the 50 at least 3 times actually, and then the 10 I got twice. But yeah, it's just like, I'd rather spend my time in other things. Because it doesn't take a lot of time, but like you can burn through resources doing it very quickly. And if you could just like do that whenever you wanted and it like sum totaled it over the 3 weeks instead of like each week being its own ranked thing for tokens that then get accumulated across 3 weeks for the final like actual rank, it doesn't make much sense really. It's so weird. That matchup doesn't work. So I don't know. It's yeah, because we don't know where that stuff's gonna land. Like, so long as you're at least in the top 50%, each week, you get the 3 points, and that gets you like all the best value you're gonna want if you're outside of like the ranked rewards. Because really, those have like the best value. If you actually looked at the stuff, is you get the the 1 to 2 gem, and all that other stuff. That sucked, dude. What the? And all that stuff. All the other bonus stuff and those milestones for getting more tokens has like basically no value. For the effort, at least. I mean, it's a little bit of Titan shards, but it's such small amounts for like how many energy you'd have to use to wind up with it, which would equate to basically using units on refills, because you very easily, even if you have a ton, and I have a ton, but I could go through all of them and basically have nothing to show for it. Like, it'd be better off just like using not even half of those refills and just making sure all the EQ is done and getting those units, which is like 600 units across all the EQ. Which, if I do all that and then have some left over, it's like, yeah, whatever. But then I need to play BGs, and that also requires energy. So it's just like, if I don't know, man, it's I don't like it. I don't love it. The novelty of it like wore off so quickly. Like, it seemed like I really wanted to just like love it and get into it and just do a bunch, and I can't. I really can't. Which is slightly saddening, because like it's new, it's cool, and like they put a lot of hype into it and a lot of development time and resources into developing it. Because apart from like the servers like not being able to handle everyone playing it all at once at the start, I mean, it otherwise works. Like it doesn't have bugs in it, which is amazing. It doesn't seem like it anyway. Like it works the way it's supposed to. As far as I can tell. So, you know, which is impressive, because that like usually isn't the case. Where were we? We can't crit fuse into it. So it just, we'll see if they're happy with it. I feel like there's going to be a very small number of people that actually like push it really hard to actually try and get high evolutionary. The average player, I think, just quite frankly shouldn't really bother. Just get their Mysterium and move on. It's not worth what little time it even takes, and the energy cost that it requires to do it. Like I said, if it's slowed down and just like you could only use 10 at a time anyway, which again across the board makes it even for everybody, it would slow down. It would cut how fast you burn through it by 3x, you know, and you could do 10 matches per or 7 rather, per refill, as opposed to 2 and a bit, because every 3 refills would be a third. So 3 refills and you'd get 7 in, you know, as opposed to 21. Yeah. Like, let me just dex out of this special, yeah. Like they tried making it like how, in a sense, although it doesn't have different differentiating currencies. Like Battlegrounds has energy and Elder's Marks. That's basically just like a point multiplier. This one's just a point multiplier for just more energy. Which I wouldn't play BGs that way if it was like if it was all the same currency and I could spend like 3x the energy to get more event points. I wouldn't do it because the event doesn't matter. It's like the mode itself is fun, and I want like number of matches played to be higher, whereas this one, like, you want the multiplier because only the points matter. The fights themselves mean nothing. Which, I don't know. Like I don't know what they should do. Because like obviously it's the first iteration of it, and I don't know what they could tweak it to have it function the way they want to and make it what I would like to see out of it. Because right now it's just not quite it. Especially being new and we don't have like an idea of like what would be necessary to do to get what I want from the event, you know. There's no precedent for anything. So like we'll be able to have a slight precedence, sort of like because of the way it's split up to 3 individual weeks of ranks. Like we'll be able to see it kind of that way a little bit. After like 1 week, you could see like, okay, where did I place with how many points I put up? Is this like expected? Like it could go up, it could go down, because like, you know, players might not be able to play as much in any given week than another, you know, apart from people. I mean, I don't know, it's hard. Like people that do arena, you know, hard and grind that for like champions to absurd levels, you know, it's 3 days. It's, you know, 72 hours that you needed to put off for it, whereas this is, you know, a full week. And then you also have to do that 3 times in a row. Which is it's huge ask. It's definitely excessive. So I'm hoping, like, maybe it's just, it feels like an anomaly to me. Like I want to get more of a sense of like how other people feel about it. Like I'm sure Rich the Man will have, you know, after a couple days, maybe at least he'll come up with a video like, yeah, people sentiment, because people will hate on or praise anything that Kabam does, you know, in the forums all day, every day. So give it a couple days. A lot of the more mainstream kind of YouTubers will come up with videos that are like, my thoughts on the new thing, you know. Always happens. And I want to hear that, you know, get maybe different thoughts and perspectives, how they're feeling on it, you know, to kind of like gauge my own perspective, you know, in that way. So, until I can give it like a couple days and get that extra perspective, I probably won't really play it anymore.
Because I still have EQ to do. I'd rather just get the units right now, honestly. It's not worth my effort and time to try and push it that hard. Because like I'll for sure miss. Like I'm not going to be able to do it enough to wind up in those 200 spots. Like it just wouldn't happen. Not for something brand new. Like if there was a precedent and like I could gauge it better, I would know better. Like if I could try and push it or not. But I just don't have that right now. Arena, man. Arena gives you the units. I haven't spent any units since Heart of Fire. And I did get the 1,500 units from a raid chest as well, so that was nice. Milestones is not including anywhere else in the game, like the daily or other whatever. I mean, you get 1,080 units just in arena milestones a week. I hope so, Yusafa. I'm assuming you've played it at least a little bit. I wound up with about like 24,000 points after like a couple hours, and like 8 refills. Its novelty, for at least for me, wore off very quickly. It doesn't feel very MCOC like. It really doesn't. Not with the way it's set up to be done at the moment. So I mean, we'll see where I end up placing the first week, and then I'll probably just like bare minimum do the final 2 for like the Mysterium, and just so I get a token so I can make sure I get the 1 to 2 gem, and that's probably all I'll do, honestly. Because the rest of it, like it just won't matter. It'll be completely inconsequential for what it would take to get it. But how you doing, Yusafa? What's good, man? These are like rank 2s. Yeah, like if it, like I said, because it's poker, but like not in like what makes poker fun, and I don't know. It's just because it didn't realize it was poker until like I did a few of them and like actually was staring at like what the things were and stuff, and then realized like, oh, it's just poker hands. These are poker cards, and that's like the part that matters, because the fights are inconsequential. It's building a poker hand, which is, as far as I can remember, not how they framed it in like the live stream, and they made it sound like different in the live stream, and it didn't feel necessarily quite like that. When they showed it off on the live stream. But yeah, it doesn't. It's just. Yeah, you saw, but does that mean like if you just don't happen to have those champions, like it's they're just like a card missing from your deck, or would you just not be able to play the mode because you don't have all the champions? Like, it doesn't really make sense unless you have access to all the champions, regardless of like the start level. Because again, the fights don't matter. It's about the cards. And you just like 52 champions is a lot. Like, to just exclude everyone that doesn't have those specific 52 champions, that doesn't make sense. Like, cuts out a ton of the player base from even participating, let alone whatever star level they put it at. Yeah, I mean, I have most of them apart from like 7 stars and like a small handful of 5 and 6 stars. Yeah, I mean, it'd be like Wheel of Fate in a sense, whereas like you just didn't have a champion, you couldn't do it. Whereas like kind of it was made difficult by having lack of depth. Like, it was literally impossible. Like, you just didn't have enough champions to do it, and that's very different. You know, this game is basically about champion collection. Like, that's like the goal is collecting everybody. But I enjoy that. Like, I like, you know, the collecting everybody sort of thing. That's why I like do the featured 6 stars to get, you know, the new 6 stars I'm missing and stuff. So I don't know, man. It's a bit of a miss in as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, but that's why I want to like see what other people's thoughts are on it as is. Because again, it's brand new. We don't have like a precedence for anything this mode has to offer. Like, this is the first time a 7 star has been grindable. It's basically arena for the first 7 star ever. I mean, call it free, but it's not really going to be free. Whoever gets those 200 spots is likely to spend a decent chunk of units on refills to play enough the mode. So, you know, that's just kind of the way it's set up. So I want to give it like a few days and see some videos on other people's thoughts on it, and get more of like a community sense of like the overall reaction to it. And then on top of that, like, hear from Kabam once all of that is also like kind of comes together. Like, are they happy with it? Like, are they surprised at the community's reaction, good or bad? You know, can they like, I think that's also important. Like, did they feel like they hit the bar they wanted to hit, regardless of what players even think about it? Because like they've explicitly said that during like the banquet, you know, a couple years ago, or said like this was like their best banquet ever. But like, it was like overwhelmingly like the narrative like you always heard was like people didn't like it, regardless of though they made like crap tons of money. Like, people just didn't love it. Or was that only just last year? I don't remember if that was last year's or the year before's. Was it last year? It might have been last year. I can't keep it straight, man. But they were like, even with all that negativity, they're like, this was a success, you know? It's like, well, I'm glad you thought so. So like, I want all of that. I want the feedback of the players, and I want to hear from Kabam, to hear like if they thought like they nailed it, or if they think like, okay, here's what we know, we realize now that it's out there, improvements that can be made and need to be made, you know, going forward. But that's how it is. But that'll be for another time. Yeah, for them, that's the way it feels like. Yeah, they made crap tons of money. But that is all the time I have for right now. So that'll do it for today. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. Like we'll definitely. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna interact with it all that much. I'll go a little hard. Like I'll use some more refills, just just to see what I can do and what placement looks like for the first week. But I don't want to go overboard. I really don't. Like I'd rather play Battlegrounds. Thankfully, right now for this first week, over the next week, the Battlegrounds meta, I don't want to play it, so that's a plus. So like, in the meantime, I'll just be kind of chilling, making sure the arenas are done. But I don't know. But I gotta call it there. Thank you guys, much appreciated. Like I don't know, what, 3 different people rated me all at the same time today. We had like Say Fossey, Truth, Vega, like all came at the same time. So thank you guys. We'll give it a couple days and see how things pan out. But I gotta go, and we'll see y'all around. Peace. Actually, is there anybody else on? Actually, we could raid real quick for 2 seconds. Yeah, he's still going on it. Yeah, I'll give you guys, like, I'm not gonna like hang around in there, but I'll give you guys the link to Lefty's stream. He's still playing the mode. If you want to watch some more poker, MCOC poker. But that's gonna do it. We'll see you guys around. Yourselves a great rest of your evening. And I'll see you around. Have a good one.